Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush green fields, lived a humble young man named Ravi. Ravi was known throughout the village for his kindness and hard-working nature. He lived a simple life, tending to his small farm and helping his neighbors whenever they needed a hand. One bright summer day, while Ravi was working in his field, a carriage broke down near the village. Inside was a wealthy merchant named Rajan and his beautiful daughter, Priya. Ravi noticed their plight and immediately rushed to help. With his skillful hands, he fixed the carriage, and the merchant, grateful for Ravi's assistance, offered him a reward. But Ravi, true to his nature, politely declined, saying he was simply doing what any neighbor would do. Impressed by Ravi's humility and generosity, Rajan invited him to a grand feast at his mansion in the nearby city as a token of appreciation. Hesitant at first, Ravi eventually agreed, and a few days later, he found himself in the grandest house he had ever seen. During the feast, Ravi found himself seated next to Priya. They struck up a conversation, and despite their different backgrounds, they discovered they had much in common. They talked and laughed for hours, and a deep connection began to form between them. Priya was enchanted by Ravi's genuine nature and his tales of village life, which seemed so different from her own sheltered existence. As weeks passed, Priya found herself visiting the village more often, under the pretext of learning about rural life but truly wanting to spend time with Ravi. Their bond grew stronger, but Ravi, a simple villager, never dared to dream of a future with her. He cherished their friendship, though he secretly loved her. One day, Rajan announced a grand celebration to be held at his mansion, inviting the entire village. Everyone arrived in their best attire, and the atmosphere was filled with excitement. During the celebration, Rajan made a surprising announcement. He declared that his daughter Priya had chosen a suitor, a man who had won her heart with his kindness and humility. To everyone's astonishment, Priya stood up and walked towards Ravi, taking his hand. Rajan smiled warmly and revealed that he had given his blessing to their union. Ravi was overwhelmed with joy and disbelief. He had never imagined that Priya, a wealthy merchant's daughter, would choose him, a simple villager, as her husband. The village erupted in cheers, and celebrations continued through the night. Ravi and Priya were married in a beautiful ceremony, blending the traditions of both their worlds. They lived happily ever after, bridging the gap between the village and the city, and showing everyone that love knows no boundaries of wealth or status.